Alright, hello. Apologies, I haven't streamed for quite a bit. I meant to last weekend, and then something happened and I had to deal with that. And I nearly didn't today, actually, because I went to London yesterday. So it's been interesting. Hello Silver, how are you doing? Hope you are well. Also, I think you linked me to one of Technical's improvements on my Discord server. However, I think when I finally got round to seeing it, he had improved again. So he does have a was it a 54.5 now? Yeah, that. The only thing I've noticed that is different in that run, I watched a video the other day at work while I was having lunch. The only thing that I think is different is the glider. Going into section 4. I think he tilts up instead of tricking. Something like that. He keeps improving the world record. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting it to go much further than that, but it's now what, a 0.3 cut, which is pretty impressive. Massive respect to that guy. But yeah, so I improved earlier this week. I got a 356 before last Sunday, and then I improved again with this run. So I am slowly making strides towards it. I can show the replay for a bit. I might open the window actually. So I don't know if I've mentioned it on stream for a while, but my radiator is broken, so it was completely on, and there's no way to turn it off. Well, this is my ghost, isn't it? I'll be honest, I don't think I've watched this run back as a replay. Yeah, I think this is mine. I don't think Technical goes that far to the right. Oh yeah, that is definitely me. So lap one's a pretty solid now. It's only 0.8. Okay. I thought it was a 0.7, but maybe that's because I've had a new best pace with a really low 7, and maybe I thought that was this for some reason. Yeah, I still do this and then like just turn towards this corner. It just feels more comfortable for me, but drifting before is slightly faster, I'm pretty sure. I wasn't too sure about it before. I thought like, oh, it's a little bit harder, but I think if you get it down with the right angle, it's actually quicker. But considering that I can still off-screen the ghost at this point, I don't think it makes too much difference. And then I've started going for this now, so I've gotten better at doing that edge trick there. I don't think my last PB that I showed on stream had that in here. I think this still needs a bit of work, but I have now beaten Technical's ghost around that turn. And I do go for these. Okay. I didn't go into a drift there for some reason. I think it's because I didn't know the timing and I was kind of waiting to see where his ghost was. So I think at the time I was setting this is actually my fastest pace. That's my fastest lap 3 actually, I think. 3:34. I don't think I've had that low yet. I might have had a 0.2. I can't remember. I don't think I have. But you can see compared to the 0.5 that I showed on stream last time, it's a lot more well controlled. And I don't go for the edge tricks on this lap if I'm not that close to it. I could have gone for that one, to be fair. I think that one's a bit easier. The one before the ramp with the coins on is a little bit harder to get. Hi, Vanna. So we got to the beginning of another month. Didn't know this year was longer than a month. Huh? Is that you saying that the date's not changed again? How are you doing? You haven't been here for a couple of streams. I hope everything's been alright. I think my my glider strat needs a bit of work there. I don't think I fully understand what exactly I'm doing. Hi D4, how are you doing? Hope all is well. Anyway. But yeah, I'll see what I can do. I think I can break into the 0.2s pretty easily. But we'll find out whether or not that actually happens. So yeah, for a bit of context, I wasn't too sure if I was going to stream today because I went to London yesterday. Actually, the first time I've been to London completely by myself. So beforehand, when I've gone on to little trips into London, I've either been with my parents when I was a kid, I've been with my cousin, I've been with Emma, and I have been with Robin. And this was the first time that I was like, I did try to go with other people, but I couldn't seem to get anyone who would want to, who wanted to come along for, Handy in Paris soon? I don't know, but that is... Paris is where my manager lives. So I do have a place to stay. When is Vanilla Mario Kart 7 coming? You mean me playing Vanilla Mario Kart 7 specifically? Ugh, I don't know if I'll touch Vanilla Mario Kart 7 again. I kind of like CTGP 7. And then it's still broken. I still haven't fixed it. I don't even know if my 3DS has got battery anymore. I'll check it out at some point in the future. I just can't. I can't. There's so many other things that I need to do that it's just... I haven't been able to do that. Okay. Crafty GP7. I take it you're not a fan. Something tells me that. Hold on, what? I think I missed a Vanna paragraph here. Yes. Silver was bothering me in DMs. Why you fearing Handy? I was asleep and tired and sleepy. Well, I'm glad to know that you're doing okay. You must be on a roll with all the Sunday streams. I mean, I didn't do one yesterday and barely did this one today, to be honest. Anyway. Let me see. Where are we going? Where are we going? gave Andy a solution by backing up the folder and then deleting it and then starting up CTGP7. I mean, wouldn't that just restart the stats? I mean, I guess because I don't care about it as much, then it doesn't really matter too much to me. I know you also said that I had to, like, message Pablo to fix it or something. It's also weird. It's weird in the CTGP7 thing because I posted. I happened to inquire about the error around about the same time someone else posted a similar code, and I'm just like, I think I have a similar problem, and then when I went to look back at the server, they wipe it every now and then, so all those messages are just gone, and I can't go back to refer to it. Pablo's decision making in banning competitive people is why I hate it more now. That does not sound like a good reason. What? As in competitive people playing CTGP7 specifically to like gain VR? Or people who are known in the competitive Mario Kart 7 scene, and he's just like, right, if this person touches the game, then they're banned. Lounge and TT players from the TT server. That's really stupid. People try hard the game basically. Well, I get why you need it. I guess he's made the decision to try and make it more. What's the word? More open to other people. So like, people who just want to casually play custom tracks online don't have to. What is it? Don't have to keep losing to people that actually know how to play the game, but I feel like Mario Kart as a whole, just in general, you're always going to run into those people. Whether you are, whether you do like put time into the game to learn it properly, and sorry, I lost my train of thought. Whether you do work towards becoming one of those people, or you just play the game, you'll end up running into them. It's a competitive game regardless. It doesn't make sense as well, because if you do end up playing the game enough, like say for instance I started streaming Mario Kart 7 and I started streaming it every weekend and I started playing it a lot, and eventually there's going to be a point in time where just me playing and going online or something is going to end up being it's eventually I'm going to end up crossing the threshold without realizing it. It doesn't make sense. Hold on, let me read some of these. So it can generate a new while Pablo is still not responding. People try out the game basically. Mario Kart 7 seriously becoming a more competitive now. If you thought anything, look at CTGPR. I mean, packs like Retro Rewind is actually doing the complete opposite. It's been encouraging like competitive online in the last few months because it gives you that rankings board for the VR and everything now, which is insane. Andy doing a C2GP7 showcase on ESA Summer with Vanna as commentator. Wait, what? I mean, I don't know if we would be able to get through on that one. But I mean, C2GP got its own showcase, I think, so... every competitive player has some kind of silencing. Every game has competitive players of some kind. Silencing people just because they're better than you is crazy, yeah. But when it becomes over-competitive, then it'll get pretty stale regardless. I mean, that also happens eventually. I don't know if it's happened with this game yet. I'm just ignoring, I think, the competitive side. I've spoken to a couple of time trialers, primarily players that have played Mario Circuit. And that's about it. Andy with the baguette. Hello, Chris. When is Robin's birthday? You could just say hello. Haven't been here for a while and you're just like, answer this question! I hope all is well. Actually try and play the game now. Oh, that's sad. I mean, I don't know what the Mario Kart 7 competitive scene is like as a whole. I imagine it definitely has its toxicity, like I've witnessed in Mario Kart Wii and, to an extent, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well. I know you're somebody who's not been into lounge and all that. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I saw some of the behavior from the outside and I'm just like, no thanks. But I also think there was a point in time with Mario Kart Wii specifically where people would, like, if you did do YouTube videos or stream it and were pretty recognizable from it. Not that I think I was ever at a point compared to someone like, you know, Troy, for example. But I feel like you'd become more of like a target or something. But I feel like, again, this is just another thing. The competitive games get the worst of people. I don't think you'd want to put up with a bunch of sweaty teens, so I can understand. Well, yeah. I mean, I didn't want to put up with that when I was a teen. I feel at this point in time I'd be old enough to be half of those kids' dad. Which is also really weird to think about, and I don't want to think about that. So... But yeah, I don't know. I'll just stick to my Rainbow Road time trials. No one can mess that up for me or make it less enjoyable than me, so... They locked me in a room with rubber rats once. Is rubber rats a name of somebody, or like actually did they physically do that? The Fat Pablo is like this all because he joined Lounge and saw it had a bunch of things he didn't like, so he left. But instead of just dropping it and moving on, he is silencing the competitive players like was mentioned before. That just sounds like, you know, in school when there's just like one kid at the back of an assembly messing around, and then because of that. You know what the problem is, and then suddenly the entire school just gets punished. Like, we all have to, like, sit in there and wait. That just feels like it might not have been one kid, it might have been like a group of them. It never made any sense to do that. Pretty accurate, yeah. Except in this instance, though, it's like Pablo didn't even, by the sound of things, didn't even witness something directly. He just saw it and was just like, nah. I mean, I don't know. Also, what's part of the song? I saw that in there and I kind of like acknowledged it but didn't. That's just what he does, Handy. He's hated by a lot of people. Okay. He just does whatever he wants and doesn't care what people think. Anyway. Just saw a fight happen in Olympic Hockey Canada France. What, an actual, like, two of the players were fighting? Or, like, one of the audience members? Not realizing it's actually counterproductive and just encourages more toxicity. Yeah. Two players. Oh gosh, okay. Well, that would have had to have resulted in some form of penalty then. I was watching the curling earlier. Is it curling? The thing with the stones. Sweden versus Great Britain. I left before the end, but we were trailing by 3 points. I doubt we actually won. They had to leave the rink, yeah. That makes sense. Hey, if that happened in Mario Kart 7, hockey would be banned from the Olympics. Oh, okay. I'll leave it now. Hello, Shadow. How are you doing? Can't stay long as I'm finally returning to this game myself. Awesome. I didn't know you... Oh, wait, no. You told me you were working on something on the Wii. That's why you needed my help setting up WiiU. Oh, also, I haven't solved my WiiU issue yet because I have to either buy the game that supports WFC or download said game. I thought you had said game already. But have you finished the modding side of things now at least? Because... So anyway, let's talk about Brad instead. Have you seen that mini game he did as part of the relay yesterday? Besides the screenshot I provided. Literally, the only thing I saw was the screenshot you provided. And I think maybe a clip that was shared in his server. I've not been keeping up with ESA stuff. I will probably try and see if there's like a VOD or something of Bradley's run. I assume he's done that now. Actually, no. I think he's either done now or is he doing Unleashed tomorrow or today, sometime today. I just don't remember what. I came home late from London last night, so I saw that message, Vanna, that you sent. It came through as I was traveling into London, but I couldn't load the picture correctly. And so I had to wait until I was going back out again. I've not been able to continue because of the last image I showed you on Discord the other day. Oh, is that the screen where you didn't know what to install? Did the person helping you not have a solution to that? Link the VOD and timestamp. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know if Bradley's... I'm assuming Bradley's run was yesterday. I also assume ESA's finished now, I think. I'll have to take a look at some point. Yeah. Going to London was interesting. I was expecting it to be a little bit more strenuous than it was, but it was actually, apart from navigating the stations, it was not too bad. According to the schedule, it's Friday night at 2 to 5 a.m. my time, I think. Also, it would have been quite early in the morning for me as well. I went to bed early Friday night. But I know it actually started later because of the runs running over estimate. Gotcha. But I feel like ESA's designed for that sort of thing. I don't even know what that meant. Unknown common key index. Like, I don't know if that's damaged my... Whoa, the window's open. I forgot about that. The curtain just lurched across the room. Or it lurched out from the window. Oh, it's raining. Okay. I'll close that for now because it is getting a bit chilly. Anyway, I've forgotten what a common key is. I think common key is something that the console usually has. Also link Brad's Unleashed run so you can watch it again. Thank you. I will... I'll probably take a look at it during lunch tomorrow, maybe. Let's see. I was thinking maybe go with the link you had sent me before. What I mean is try to download Pokemon Battle Revolution the way people downloaded Mario Kart Wii and then test WiiU. The ISO? Or disk image rather? I mean, you could do it that way. The thing is, the method that I had would... You would go into the app, it would load the patch and then load the game from the disk. Also, do you happen to know how active the game is on WiiU? Okay. That was too early. I checked online and the Pokemon Battle Revolution optical disc is worth about $50 on Amazon. Why is it so expensive? That's like as much as it would be for just a new Wii these days, surely. I don't know if Vanna ever plays competitively. Would say I'm in between. Fair enough. And to me, at least, you sort of mostly have fun with the game. No trick there for some reason. What the hell? How did he... Okay. Same, but I don't do stuff like lounge, though. Don't do lounge either. Not my thing, honestly. Yeah. I don't think there are really any loungers here. Whenever I buy a 32GB card, would it be best if I copied absolutely every folder to the root and then try download the system channel restore it in that case? Is the system channel restorer the thing that you were using? That's the thing in the photo that you sent me, I assume. But yeah, just move. Well, I say copy everything over so you still have a copy of things set up on your SD card. I like the concept of it, but just don't bother to put up with. Yeah. I mean... Do I even like the concept? I don't even know. Ah! I wasn't expecting a trick there. I thought I wasn't that far forward, but I guess I was wrong. That's not what I wanted to do, but there we are. I saved it. no, he holds it for slightly longer. I wonder if I should be doing that. Turkmenistan in the next Winter Olympics needs to happen. It's the northernmost country to never take part in it. I don't see that happening. If it's still the same as I remember it to be. The problem with the system trying to restore it is that I tried the recommended settings to download both the EULA and me channel. When I did, the download failed and the common key error appeared. Yeah. The problem there, though, is that I don't know whether that's a problem with the SD card. I don't actually know what the common key is. But were you able to copy everything that you needed over onto your SD card? Or is it not big enough to do that? Yes, I've watched most of the curling. I heard one of the Canadian curlers wasn't too happy the other day. Is that... Did they lose to Great Britain? I think they did. I was just watching it while I was having lunch. Check DMs now? Do I have to check it now? Okay, hold on. Let me just throw Wiggler off the track. Eesh. Oh, what? So is this why he wasn't happy? Because he was like accused of cheating? Did he like keep pushing it over the green line? So that's not a real stamp, surely. That's like a meme template. Apparently he decided he's denying he touched it. When you got the evidence right there, I assume that's him touching it. I copied everything onto the SD card, but that point is where I'm stuck. I copied them into my computer for backup, just in case, but the file you linked me, I have pending too as a backup plan. Yeah. And the only problem there, though, is that what I linked you to requires the disk as well. I don't think it would work with an ISO. Because it's a homebrew app. Alright, can we stop messing up this part now? There we go. That was terrible, that angle. Crap. Whee! Pro trying to set a world record. I mean, I don't have any luck against that on this track. No, sorry. Welcome, YTZ. Welcome. So I have to buy a game that Nintendo had WFC support, be it Pokemon Battle Revolution, Mario Kart Wii, or even Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and then attempt it with the link that you sent me. Basically, yeah. So in the simplest description, you put the disc in the console, you go to the homebrew channel, you load the app in the homebrew channel, the WiiU patcher, and then it will identify the game in the disk drive and patch it. I don't think I got the, yeah, I didn't get the orange mini turbo there. 2? Why'd you just send a 2? Is there a message that didn't go through? Oh. Wait, no. What? I've got loads to worry about Disney-wise. Not only a Wii optical disc for WFC, but also Toy Story 5 and the Mario movie, the GameCube. New Nintendo something online controller. Wait, what does that stand for? NSO. I know. No, Nintendo Switch Online. There we go. I got there eventually. And even the micro SD express card for Switch. Yeah. Switch 2. Gotcha. That's why the 2 was there. I don't know why I saw the 2 first and not the rest of the message. There we go. And hello, I cannot. It's just a bunch of names, a bunch of letters as far as I can see. On what are you playing? On what am I playing? A Switch 2. Unless that was a question aimed at Shadow. The Swedish commentators commented they had never seen anything like that before. And apparently in women's curling as well, Canada allegedly cheated the same way with the same denial. That is surprising. That doesn't look good then. I should have put lots instead of loads. That 2 would have fit in the message. I didn't even know that was because you reached the limit. My gosh. But yeah, both get the point across. The important thing is the message got through and I read it, so yeah. But yeah. I'll be honest, I'd rather download Super Smash Bros. Brawl instead of buying the disc for the game, whether I play online with Wii and Fi or not. And that's fair enough. Saves you using the... Although actually, I don't know if you could do it for Brawl specifically, but I know for Mario Kart Wii you can actually patch the ISO itself. Like, there is a way to patch that. I just don't remember how. I'm trying to think while playing the game. Hello, Robin. How are you doing? You've got a square next to your name on my screen. What does that mean? Oh, it's a moderator shield. So someone came into the stream earlier and just asked, when's Robin's birthday? And nothing else. And I've got something on my screen now. Go away. There we go. Stop it. Okay. Yes, the character limit had reached. YouTube's limit is shorter than Twitch's character limit. Gotcha. I mean, I don't even know what either of them are. You got something else on your screen, a DM. You sent me another thing, have you? Oh boy. Is that a clip of the Canadians? I think I got a fever. I keep overheating. How warm is it in your room at the moment? I've got the window open, but then again, wait, I had the window open. I don't think I've got it open anymore. I closed it earlier, didn't I? The sun was shining today, not here. Well, actually no, I think it shined for like an hour before it set. But for the most part, it was just raining today. It was relatively pleasant yesterday, though. My room is usually cooler than the rest of the house. So I guess mine's the one that's the opposite. You're looking forward to summertime? When everything's just unbearably hot and you can't feel like you could do anything? Well, probably the attic as well at this point in the year. I'm doing horrendously today. No. YouTube changed itself yet again. The wrench is now some kind of block cube. I don't know what cube is. So, okay, at least you remember what it used to be. I think it's a shield. It does look like a cube, though. It's like a side profile of a cube. I don't know why they changed it then. Robin, do you show up on my on-screen chat with like an icon as well? Oh, there you go. No. My room becomes a sauna on summer mornings because the sun blasts through my window. Yeah, and then it's on my side in the evening. But then my room also heats up throughout the day, so I think I probably have the warmest room in the house in summer. Minus the attic again. It used to get really cold in here. I think it's because the room wasn't insulated properly. One of my moderators thought I accepted cookies on YouTube and that was what changed the wrench. I mean, maybe I could have done it too without realizing. Okay. I wanted to stream today, but I am way too lightheaded, unfortunately. That's sad. I think the Elgato is still downstairs. I think it's still set up on the Wii U. Ah, shit. I messed that up. I just pushed randomly down left. It is. I'll get it someday, though. I'll get it back. What's probably going to end up happening is I will bring it back to you. And possibly help you set it up again. Oh my gosh, why do I not have enough height? Instead of relying on having to use WiiU, if I was still friends with Scene, I would have asked him and his brother to record a Nintendo DS battle with Pokemon Battle Revolution. Yeah. I mean, DS games you could probably just get on emulator, right? I would have thanked and credited both later on. I mean, I think you can do collabs and everything now as well. Depends on when I manage to stream again. Tomorrow. You're going to make a miraculous discovery? You're going to discover that you're better in the morning. And be like, yay, stream. And then you're going to play that weird power washing game that I still don't understand, but to each their own. It would be great if I did. It would be a miracle. It would be a Christmas miracle. It's pancake day on Tuesday, so do you think you'd be better for pancakes? Been on the farming sims lately. Have you... Is that the game that we watched Doug play? Like, I think he just tried starting like a farming simulator. And he ended up putting a bunch of trucks in a greenhouse or something by a river. I don't think I collected that coin. Did anyone hear a coin? Ah, shit. Okay. Stardew and Fae Farm. Okay. I guess they're more sort of like cozy game-esque things, aren't they? Rather than an outright farming simulator. Nintendo DS emulators will not work with Dolphin. I mean, Dolphin is a Wii emulator, and DS emulators they're like separate things. So that's not surprising. That's kind of like trying to open MS Paint with Photoshop, you know what I mean? That's partly why I have to use WiiU, especially to record that one Colosseum that is otherwise inaccessible. So, am I right in thinking that this is both a Wii game and a DS game, and they're both cross-compatible with each other? So, and by that I mean in the sense that you can record it on the Wii, you can load it up on the Wii, and you'll be playing. If you go on WiiU, you'll be potentially playing against someone that is playing from their DS. Am I understanding that correctly, or? So anyway, I'm convinced Wiggler is going to be the meta in Tennis Fever. So I must buy a Switch 2 and the game. Yes. Let's get the stream fund going for Vanna's Switch 2. Everyone donate to me immediately. I feel like no one's going to reply to that except for Robin, who'll just be like, no. It's just all lowercase letters. Yeah. You don't have any money left. Well, go get some. There is a solution. Is that another reason as to why you didn't want to come to London? Other than the fact that you're currently sick. I don't know about the game. I never really was interested in the tennis ones. I tried Mario Tennis Aces. Like, I tried the demo version and would play that. And it was like, I gave it a go for a couple of days, and then I was like, this game isn't really that interesting. And then my mum got it for me for Christmas or something. No, Nintendo DS battles in Battle Revolution are local. The Colosseum I'm talking about is only limited to those battles. It's only limited to those battles and formerly Nintendo WFC battles. Gotcha. Too much else is happening. Well, stop it. I can't think of another response without... I can't think of another response to lead on for that either. No. At least for me, the gig yesterday was definitely a needed escape. It's good to actually leave the house and do something that's somewhat music related again. And I think I'm going to try and make more of an effort to go to more of Emma's gigs, I think, this year. Oh, okay. At this point, I'll just take a lap 1, practice this bit. Yeah. Okay. Only click It only clicked to me like an hour ago that it was Friday the 13th this week. Yeah. I noticed when I was at work, I was getting like the tablets out of the cupboard. Like actual, like tablet. Wait. Electronical tablets. Not medicine tablets. And I turned like one of them on and it says that, you know how it says the date on them? And I was like, oh, it's the Friday the 13th. The day. And then I just carried on. I just remember in school being like, that means it'll also be next month. Is that so? That'll be Emma's birthday then. It's interesting. Oh, dinner already? Okay. I'm not hungry yet. I might come down later. Even though this isn't going anywhere. But I'll try and get 2 hours in on this track, so I think I've just got less than an hour to go. Oh, okay. There's a 0.3. I think that's the fastest run I've completed on stream so far. Okay, Sean, gonna stream this game myself now. Take care. Have fun, Shadow. I assume you're gonna be streaming on YouTube. Because if you're streaming this on YouTube, I might share the link to the stream before I finish off. I guess give a raid of sorts. Ugh. cool little pattern off in the distance over there. Weird that I didn't lose too much time from that. I was ahead of the ghost though. Oh, come on. I feel like I'm holding up a bit too long before that point. I should stop before that bit. I need to get more comfy on this chair. No, I was too far to the right before I went into that turn, so it wasn't going to work. You need to be more perpendicular to the second wall, I think. Okay. Ah, okay. I probably could have done that charge boost there. Yeah. Okay. God, I couldn't focus on that because the sneeze was building up. Hi Ben, how are you doing? Just finished eating lunch. I haven't had dinner yet. It's been waiting for me, but I wasn't hungry when it was made, so I've left it. Oh my god, am I missing all of these? Super mini turbos today. Crap, I missed it. Oh my god, okay. No. Currently at 985 hours on Nintendo Switch Sports. Cool. I don't think I've got remotely close to that on this game. I might be in like the mid 600 range now. I don't remember. You just need to play it for 15 more hours. Or leave it on for 15 more hours. You don't have to play it for that many. Technically. I'm personally not intending to play it for any longer than 0. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Crap. I'll do 5 hours today, 10 hours tomorrow. Or you could do 5 hours today, tomorrow, and the day after. Or you could do 2.5 hours over the next each day this week. Cuts it down in a nice format. You're going back to Mario Kart World on Tuesday. Can't you just play it? Or have you, like, specifically set yourself a rule of, like, no Mario Kart until I've finished Nintendo Switch Sports? Nintendo Switch Sports. I mean, I guess I'm technically doing that with things like Mario Kart Wii. I'm not intending to play that game again properly until I'm finished with everything I want here. That includes Mario Circuit. And I'm not going back to Mario Circuit until I've done this track. And right now I'm not really doing this track very well, so that's not looking very likely. Mario Circuit's a weird one as well because I feel like it takes such concentration to play it decently, at least for me, whereas this track, like, I can do it somewhat well and talk at the same time because there's a lot less going on, if that makes any sense. Have you done your time trials yet, Ben? I assume you would have at the very least if you had just gone for the expert staff ghosts. Oh, okay. I'm not an expert in Mario Kart Wii, that's why I haven't played it in a while. I mean, you don't have to be, and to be perfectly honest, I wouldn't say I'm an expert in Mario Kart Wii either. Did I get a trick there? I think I got a trick there, I don't know. Oh my god, what was that? I could have tried to side trick there, I guess, maybe? Okay, that's pretty good. That's a pretty decent going. I think that'll probably do for today. That's a decent run to end off on. For that. I'll take a look back at the run as well. I do wish they synced up the music changes in the replay as well. This is a decent start, I guess. Oh, I think I did that a bit late. Excuse me. Okay. This was a 0.2 lap and I messed up the second jump and still hit the dirt. That was in there? Oh my god, okay. I think I could have used the shroom a tiny bit later there. I don't know. I think I'm still figuring out the timing for the corner. No, I got that, and then I was a bit too far to the right. And I messed up my timing on this, so that's why I lost most of my time, I'm sure. It was somewhere in this section here that I lost the time. Maybe that bit, actually. Maybe I was a bit too aggressive with that movement. How well did I handle this? That was decent, actually. Oh, I did hit the grass. Or whatever that is. I tried to go for an edge trick a bit too late. There we go. Alright. I think that'll do for today. There's somebody on my friends list who's played Mario Kart World for 1,200 hours. Who's that, might I ask? It sounds like a competitive player. So they probably played mostly online. Wait, is there someone else up here now? No. There we go, there's a tide time there. That's a different time. He's improved that, has he? He has, he's improved it slightly. That's interesting, okay. Anyway, I do not know what where everything else is from this bottom part here. Alright. Well, beep beep to you too. I'm going to call it there for today. I know I usually play online, but I started the stream a bit too late to play online today, so I don't think I will. So, thank you everybody for watching. I apologise that streams haven't been that great. You found a Swedish meme. Am I gonna understand it? Don't touch the items. The people who can't resist touching the items. I assume that's like a famous Swedish artifact. Which I'm afraid I also don't recognise. But there we are. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it there for today. So thank you everybody for watching. I'll hopefully stream again next Sunday, and I'll probably do it a bit earlier so I can get some time trialing in and then play online. And yeah, that's all I have to say for today. So thank you again. Have a great rest of your day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And I shall see you again at some other point.